morning, guys, YouTube people, world, whoever, wherever. Welcome back to Half-Fast 719. Coming back with another video on my way to work, or on my way to the motorhome up there by where I work. Anyway, I'm giving you guys this angle because the sun is bright, and I'm bored. Anyway, yeah, riding season is upon us. Dirt bike riding, side by side riding, sand dunes, Glamis, Dumont, Ocotillo Wells, Johnson Valley. It is all here. The truck and trailer I just passed, they're probably going to Dumont sand dunes. Anyway, yeah, so unfortunately I get to drive to work. I don't get to drive to any of the dunes yet. So yeah, a really uneventful days off, non-productive days off. Did get the skid steer going, however I blew a hose. I believe it's the hose that goes up in for the lift and tilt. It's just like a pressure hose. So I think when I get home, I'm gonna go through and change all start doing all the adjustments, the fine tuning of it. I gotta back the pressure down. I think the pressure is too strong. I did top off the fluid that leaked out. I think about 2 gallons came out. But I'll run it and top it off. Once I get that hose, I'm going to make my own hose. I'm going to make the hose a little longer so it's not such a tight bend. It's almost like a U-shape hose. And I don't like it. I didn't like how tight it was to begin with. The hose is old. And yeah, so hopefully I get all the right parts. I got some fittings yesterday. They seem to be right, but they probably are not. So I get some more fittings today, and I get the hose tomorrow. I won't be home, obviously. So I do have a video that I'm going to do for the motorhome. Once I get to the motorhome, I'll probably have 2 videos. I'm planning on picking up a car dolly. So there's like 2 or 3 people selling. Well, there's a lot of people selling them, but 2 or 3 that actually I think I can buy a car dolly from. 60 through here. But yeah, so I've been messaging a guy this morning already for a car dolly, asking if I can pick it up in the afternoon after 4:30 or come look at it after 4:30, and he said okay, whatever that means. Seems like Facebook Marketplace is becoming a Craig's flake, corn flake, full of flakes. Tried to meet a lady, a person. I think I bought a dirt bike, the dirt bike lift to stand from them before. I think it's a guy, but puts a picture of a lady and says it's a lady. Probably because people want to meet women. Anyway, so we went into town, dropped off the Acura to get the windows tinted. And while I was in town, I messaged this person to see about picking up a heated water hose for $40, a heater that's got horrible reviews, and a little toolbox, like a little toolbox, so I can put more parts or more stuff in it, because I have one little toolbox storage things for the plumbing, electrical, the skid steer, and I want another one for, I can't remember what it was going to be for, but just for storage. But anyway, so I was at Harbor Freight. I was literally probably 2 minutes from where she said, or he, or whatever it was, that they said that they would be able to meet. So I messaged them in the morning on the way to go drop the Acura off. Hey, I'm going to be in town. I would like to buy these 3 items from you, because I messaged them while I was at work about the heater, and they said, yeah, we can meet at this street and this street. And I said, well, I'm not in town. I won't be in town until whenever. Anyway, so that's where I knew they could meet. So yeah, I just told the person, I said, hey, I'm in town, or going to town. I want to buy those 3 items, and can you meet this morning? And they said, yes, I can meet this morning. I was like, all right, cool. So we went, we dropped the Acura off, and then I drove towards the crossroads where they, or she, whatever, I'm just going to refer to it as a she, but yeah, I was like, I can meet you at that road, the crossroads. And they said, okay, sounds good. And then like 2 minutes later, they said, oh, I got a guy coming to get the heated hose. I'll let you know if he doesn't buy it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm literally like 2 minutes, 5 minutes from where you said we could meet. I can meet you right now, whatever. Anyway. So yeah, never got a response back. So they obviously didn't want to sell anything, so whatever. And then, yeah, a lot of people for the car dollies. I messaged last week. A lot of people, probably like 7 or 8 people about car dollies. Hey, when can you meet? And, do a whole conversation. And comes down to it, they just don't even respond anymore. They don't even want to meet. One person was like, yeah, we can meet, but it has to be at 10:30. I was like, what about tomorrow? Well, 10:30 tomorrow. I'm like, well, 10:30 is not gonna work for me, because I work. They're like, never responded. Anyway. Blazer. But anyway, so yeah, basically it boils down to nobody wants to sell anything. No one wants to hustle anymore. It used to be, hey man, I'll go out of the way, I'll meet you over here to sell something. But now there's like, nope, you come to me. I get it, there's a lot of flakes on both ends. I've flaked out on a lot of stuff where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy this, hey, I'm gonna meet you. Like skid steer attachments. I think that guy's really bummed that I didn't meet him. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't meet him, but I explained to him, I at least told him, hey man, I'm having issues with my skid steer. I can't afford to fix the skid steer and buy the attachments right now, so sell them if you want, but I can't meet. I didn't not meet up with him after I told him I'd meet him, but I was trying to work out a time, and we agreed to a time and a place. And then I messaged him and said, hey, I got my skid steer all together, and now I got more problems. I don't know what's wrong with it. So anyway, at least I messaged people back and say, hey man, I'm not going to be able to meet. I'm not going to be able to do the deal. But yeah, so I do have videos coming. Once I get to the trailer, I'm going to try to do a video adjusting my generator to run more efficient. I bought a little load indicator. It's a little gauge readout that shows the amps, the hertz, the wattage, all that stuff, so I can fine tune the frequency, the governor on my generator, because I don't think it's working as efficiently as it could. I did buy a fan for the bathroom, because the fan that's in the bathroom right now is one of those little 4-inch fan blades, and the thing is so out of balance. It's like they replaced the fan, but it's so out of balance. It just it's all over the place. Almost vibrates the whole motor home. So yeah, I got a video on that. Just bought basically an insert. Got a new smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector that I gotta install, which you don't need to see that, but I do have a big old 84-gallon water bladder. I think they're called water bladders. So yeah, I'm gonna go when I get there. That's why I left her so early in the car. Last time I left this early was in the motorhome, and I get there till 4:30. I think today I'm gonna try to stop by the DMV or whatever it's called, the MVR in Arizona, to see if I can't register my truck, my trailer, and the Audi out there in Arizona. I don't know if you have to go to a certain county or what do you have to do, but I'm gonna stop. I think there's an MVR. It shows there's an MVR in Google Maps. Motor vehicle records registration. I don't know. So I'm gonna go see what I can do. Registration's coming up due on the truck. Registration is coming due on the Audi and then the trailer. So I'll see if they'll let me register the trailer, truck, and car, to tell them that I will be parking the trailer on some property I've purchased. So we'll see if that works. But I don't have a mailing address out there because the P.O. boxes, I guess there's a waiting list for P.O. boxes, so we'll see how that works. They might deny me, tell me, nope, get a mailing address or something, but I have a physical address now. So yeah, we'll see how that does. And yeah, pretty much, yeah, I don't know, pretty much that's it. Not really, didn't really do too much on my days off because waiting on parts. I started to grade and do some work with the skid steer, but that was short-lived. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back the pressure off, because I did bring the pressure in a little bit, about a half a turn. So I'm going to back it off a half a turn on the pressure relief valve, the main pressure relief valve. I'm going to back it off a half a turn, and then start adjusting and fine-tuning everything, because the left lever, the skid steer wants to travel on its own with the left lever. So I'm going to do all that adjustments. I think that's all I got to do to it, is just do those adjustments, adjust the pressure. And I think there's another leak on the one of the hoses that goes to the hydrostatic pump. So, but I have to take one of them off to tighten the one that's on the bottom. And I think that's it, man. And then I'm sure there's going to be other hoses that are going to break. Hopefully I can fix them. But we'll see. So, yep. And then I'll probably get my side-by-side out, the Yamaha out, and go drive it, run it for a little while. Oh, I gotta get batteries for the truck. Yesterday when we went to go do the Acura, get the windows tinted, I went to remote start the truck and nothing. So I think the batteries are just done. The batteries are just toast, so I'm gonna have to probably get some Wally Mart batteries for it. It's gonna be expensive, $200 a battery. And then maybe I'll keep those batteries for my gate, because the gate batteries are, the gate batteries seem to be okay. I don't know. I'll just keep those batteries, maybe throw them in the kid's big ugly truck. See if we can get that thing running again. Do a dual battery setup on that truck. But anyway, guys. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna drive. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video. Probably when I get to the motorhome, the RV. Yeah, probably when I get over there. Hopefully nobody bugs me this week. My buddy is taking 2 days off. So anyway, it's weird looking at this car with seats and everything, no bed, getting 25.5 miles per gallon. So I have no solar on the roof, no roof rack, no bed, no power station. I do have a little ice chest back there with a bunch of stuff that I bought for the motorhome. I got my clothes, 5 days worth of clothes. I do have to go to the laundromat and do my laundry. So anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you do. Later.